With a reputation for academic excellence, international students are drawn to study in the UK's business schools. Now, these students are important not only for bringing an international perspective to their classrooms, but also for boosting the UK economy and Britain's reputation around the world. Donna Bernard has more.
If somebody told me like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I was still at my school, that I will have an opportunity to study in a university with a global background, I would never believe in that.
You are always pushed to give the best of yourself because it's kind of competitive world. It's very competitive here in the UK with people coming from all over the world.
So many cultures and it's so many different languages and it's again, so many different experiences that you can kind of get in this one city that you would never be able to get anywhere else.
These students, based at Regent's Business School in London, are from Siberia, Cameroon and the US. Just 3 out of thousands who come to study business in the UK each year. Professor Simon Mercado is Dean at ESCP Europe's London campus.
For many institutions, there's a financial and economic benefit that comes from the ability to attract international students. But on the ground, on campus, in classroom, the real benefit for all of us is the diversity, the cross-cultural mix that arises from that, the opportunities to integrate learners from different backgrounds and different cultures.
The social contribution is fantastic. It's diverse companies are successful companies, so getting that perspective from international students, different workplace practices, different ways of looking at things, that sort of innovative thought is really important.
There are around 120,000 international students on business degree courses here, more than any other subject.
Education is a huge export for Britain, nearly 20 billion contributed to our GDP, and about 11.5 billion of that is overseas students. There's loads of reasons why the UK is a brilliant place to come and study and work. Not only is it a global hub for huge numbers of industries, finance, management consultancy, business, trading, it also has a world-class higher education system with some of the best universities in the world.
International business school graduates often stay on in the UK to set up businesses which then feed back into the economy. Oyvind Henriksson was looking for an MBA either in the US or the UK and found an innovative entrepreneurship course at UCL's School of Management, which he felt would better prepare him to get his own venture off the ground. He is now joint CEO of a successful app commerce startup.
And it's more like an MBA for startups, so you learn about product market fit, about platform marketing, go-to-markets, kind of how you get something off the ground. So you learn a lot of methodology and a lot of vocabulary, like how to do certain things, and you get like very hands-on practice as well of like how to evaluate a business idea. I think it was a healthy mix of some academic things and some very practical things. There's a lot of project, a lot of group work, a lot of learning how to work in teams and so forth. So I think business schools generally have like a quite practical approach.
And that applies to not only how they teach, but how they manage themselves as businesses with campuses and franchises abroad, plus online courses. These kinds of initiatives in transnational education, or TNE, mean that international students can study British degree courses from outside the country. Transnational education is something that business schools excel at.
It's a significant sector, and I think one that is increasingly involving a wider array of players. And I have to say that business schools are again very much at the forefront of TNE provision.
But Galina, Aristide and Caroline are glad they took the opportunity to come here in person.
I think in UK you have more opportunities. In UK there are more entrepreneurs, and I think it's easier to start a business here.
The amount of support I've gotten from the student services, student careers, being the student support services is far beyond my expectations.
I definitely think that personally my politics and my worldview and my concept of basically what the world is has been drastically changed for the better.